What's good, everybody? Making my way home. So pardon me for my scratchy voice. I'm just getting over a little winter illness. But I know this is an old subject, an old topic. But I was just listening to sports radio, which I do every day, 97.5 The Fanatic. Shout out to y'all. I fucks with y'all all day long. Listen to the Mike Missinelli show, and he's talking about if something happens to Nick Foles, the backup is Nate Suffield, or I don't know his last name, something like that. And he was asking, I guess he's asking a question, who would be a viable option? Kaepernick, RG3. I've heard Tony Romo's name floated out there. He's asking who would be a good option for that. And, you hear people come in, they call in and they talk about Kaepernick. And still, when someone, whether it's the people calling into the radio station, someone in the national media, some conservative dickhole who makes up some shit, or whether it's the worst president in the history of presidents, who just so happens to be the 45th president of this country, Donald Trump, who says something about Kaepernick and is a lie. Whenever people continue to mischaracterize the purpose of his protest, it's like, at what point do facts actually matter? And I started this as a sports story, but I always have to bring it back to the things that truly matter. Like, at what point do facts actually make a difference in people's opinions and how they feel about things? Anyone who at this point is still talking about Kaepernick protesting the flag or protesting the soldiers, you are blatantly telling a lie. And if you continue to spread that lie, then, facts don't mean anything to you. And it's unfortunate, but unfortunately, it just feels like that's the way of the world these days. Like, it's not about the truth, it's not about facts. It's about what can be said the loudest that can reach the most people. That's what people are going to tend to believe, instead of hearing or taking the time to research for themselves what the actual facts are, the evidence. And this whole thing just bothers me, because if they want to have a conversation about who would be a good backup quarterback to Nick Foles in case he gets hurt, cool, that's a perfect sports conversation to have in this city. Our team is 11-2, going into the playoffs. We won the division, looking to get the number one seed. If something happens to Nick Foles between now and the end of this year, then we pretty much can kiss the number one seed goodbye, and could probably kiss winning any playoff games goodbye. So that's the perfect conversation to have. And you throw names out of people who can fill that role. Once again, fits right into the narrative. As soon as you say Kaepernick's name, it becomes like a bomb just went off. Because the people who can't stand him are the same people who speak ill of any protest when it comes to black people wanting equal rights and equal justice. I mean, he's telling you what he's protesting for, and you choose to ignore what he's saying, giving your own narrative, and that's what you're preaching. And there's people out there who believe it that way, who believe what you're saying. So, I mean, he came out and even said, one of the former players, a friend of his, who was a veteran, he talked to him about it, but first he was sitting down, and the veteran veteran say, he said, I dig your protest, I see what you're saying, but I think it would be more respectful to kneel. So a soldier is telling him that. Hey, this is the deal, man. I think you should do it this way. Sorry about the sun. I can't move from where I'm at right now. But, a soldier's telling him what would be the better way to protest. He does it that way. He's honoring what a veteran is telling him. He's not just saying, fuck you, I'm gonna do this my way. He's honoring what a veteran is telling him, and that's still not enough for some people. It's like he came out and actually said that's why he's doing it. They're choosing to ignore that because it doesn't fit their narrative. It doesn't fit what they choose to believe about the situation. So, here we are back at the people, like I said, calling in, talking about how he will be horrible for the team, horrible for the locker room, how he is a horrible person. And it gets to my point, my social, political point, whatever you want to call it, about facts and why they matter, and why it's important to find the truth, dig for the truth, investigate the truth before you come all out and lay your opinion out there. Because in today's, world, people are going to use whatever means they can to put out their opinion, as I'm doing right now. And more often than not, it's some form of social media. Putting a video up on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. So it's up there for everyone to see. And the last thing you should want is to look like a fucking idiot because you chose to ignore the facts, ignore the evidence, and go with your own narrative. And I think people do it so much because there's enough people out there who feel that way, who feel like they can just ignore the truth. That as long as you have that base of people who are going to subscribe to your way of thinking, you don't have to, be honest. You don't have to be truthful. You don't have to be factual. You can just spout some bullshit and people are going to roll with it because there are people out there who do the same thing and who feel the same way. And they like the narrative you have because they have the same narrative. Whether it's, complete bullshit or whatever. So, I just wanted to, and it goes beyond this particular story. I mean, it runs rampant all over the internet. It runs rampant in the media. It runs rampant in fucking Washington, D.C. Politics and everything. We have to get back to being a society, or maybe we have to get to being a society that defends the truth, that honors the truth, and that shames people who tend to or who want to shit on the truth, who feel like, okay, I have a platform. I know that what I can say doesn't have to be factual because I have a big enough audience that even if they know I'm spouting bullshit, they're gonna like it. They're gonna repeat it too. Oh, guess what? That's gonna grow my audience even more. So there's no consequence to being honest. I'm sorry, there's no consequence to being dishonest. Like when, you're in a paper, and you print a story, and that story is wrong in some shape, form, or fashion. You gotta print a retraction, you gotta print a correction, and more often than not, depending on, the deal, people can lose their jobs over that. to the media, period. You know, if you are truly, like, without even any ounce of remorse, just being false and spreading false narratives, there should be a standard that you should be held to. And if you're just a private person who's using your Facebook and your social media, whatever, to spread lies and bullshit, it should be more. And I need to be careful because this is like some form of censorship. And I've never been big on censorship. But there has to be a way to eliminate the bullshit. You know what I mean? And while I know, freedom of speech and all of that, that's all well and good. But if people are using that free speech to spread lies and to cause damage to other people, I mean, how free is that speech? I mean, that's bullshit. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So I just feel like we need to get to a place where facts matter, and you just can't say whatever you want to say and just shit on the truth and ignore the truth and bury the truth in a bunch of bullshit. So I am actually going to post this video up on my YouTube page. The link will be in the bio of my Instagram. And to everyone who watches it, I thank you. I appreciate it. I am always up for feedback. I love feedback. You can hit me up in the comment section. Or I'm also going to put my email address in the link on my Instagram page. So if you want to email me something, if it's a little bit longer. If you have a question that you don't want to put out there, whatever. I'm going to be making these videos a lot now. Whenever I see something going on that ain't right, I feel like I want to speak. I need to speak on it. I want to speak on it. So you guys look forward to all that, and I appreciate everybody who rocks with me. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side.